Am I a red dagger now?
It suits you.
Dang, now that's an interest for you. Hey, what's going on? Syntell with the Intel, and we're getting ready to watch Miss Marvel episodes 3 and 4. We're getting a double doozy going around with Marvel's quiet hit. You know, a lot of folks have felt some kind of way about it for whatever reason. I think it's pretty fun so far. But then again, I'm only on episode 3. So if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscription button. And of course, give me that thumbs up because that's how the algorithm knows you're digging what I'm giving you. So with that being said, let's get started.
Like the bangle unlocked the superhuman part of you.
Ah, well, that's good to know.
Belongs to my mother.
The power is in you. British occupied India, 1942. Some ancient relic about to get discovered.
Euphoria, Celine, I found it.
Huh.
I found the bangle.
Is that attached to an arm, though?
You heard what that man from the temple said.
A blue
He said
silver.
we would need two. Let me see.
Ooh. I wonder if that's... Was that Auntie? Nobody's concerned about the blue arm, huh?
We've been running together ever since. As for your great-grandmother, Aisha, that was the last time we saw.
Oh, great-grandmother. Okay.
That's so rude.
Yeah, about that, you all look very good for being around in the 40s. Thank you.
Okay. Not all of us. This kid's 17.
Okay, that's a relief.
Yeah, that would have been a little weird. Mm.
So you want my bangle?
It was Aisha's wish to bring us all home. And now you must
I don't trust it.
what she started.
I don't trust that. I just met you. You already want my stuff.
So how does she convince everyone that she's good?
Good is not a thing you are, Kamala. It is a thing you do.
Hear that? That's the with great power comes responsibility. Great responsibility speech right there.
But you need the base energy of the sun, pretty much.
Dang.
But what I realize is that all of these theoretical problems downplay the margin of error. And if you need the energy of the sun, think about how big the margin of error must be.
Try again, this time like you have a social life. You'd help them now.
And Carol Danvers would be reckless. Maybe it's not such a bad thing that you're not her.
That's right. Be your own person.
Kamala? Oi!
And get a healing factor. Oh. He got hands? Word? He already had the tool. He got hands to go with it.
As you said, you would protect me.
Why should I protect those who betray me?
Right, yo, I was just at a wedding. How is that a betrayal? Whoa. What is happening?
You dropped this.
I'm gonna explain everything later, I swear.
What just happened?
I'll explain it, okay?
Are you okay?
No, I'm not.
He's like, oh, no, I'm not. I just need some support.
Because I saw it too, which is why you have to come. You have to come to Karachi.
Nani? Nani?
I was wondering if they were going to do that. A lot of times in movies, they'll have like these interesting filters on the camera when you're visiting different countries.
Zainab and Oasis, you are taller than I remember.
You are still really short.
Ah, there we go.
Kamala!
That's what we've been waiting to see.
Ah, Kamala! Oh, my granddaughter.
It's the middle of the night. You should be sleeping.
Oh, come on. I'm just coming from a party.
Yo, Nani's still getting it in. All right. I wonder if they're really there, though. I wonder if they really are in Pakistan. So I know in Moon Knight, they weren't actually at all of the locations. I mean, some of them were sound stages.
Please stop. Kamala, you lied to me.
That bangle is made for something bigger than you.
Find the tree. Find the tree.
Wake up. Your cousins are waiting for you.
Yo, your cousins are about to be fun. I could tell already.
Why? Where are you going?
Nowhere. It's historic. You know, it's like the
New
first
Jersey
ever
Avenger?
gateway where Nani entered the country.
Well, we're going. Meet us after. Stay safe, I guess.
Y'all just left her in a foreign country? Just, okay.
Right. Little bit right. Okay? And then go around that donkey cart. You getting me? Yeah, left.
Yeah. Oh, she found it, though. See red everywhere. You can start small and still be large in life. Wow.
But you have the bangle. How did you get it from Aisha?
How do you know about Aisha?
Come with me if you want to live.
What?
Oh, wow. Terminator?
Just kidding. I've always wanted to say that. We should go. There's someone you need to meet.
And it's an ABC restaurant.
Don't want to be the subject of a true crime doc right now.
Relax. Sometimes you have to look beyond what's right in front of you.
Now that's an interesting secret passage.
I'm sure we can make an exception.
Okay.
How did you know I was...
My name is Waleed. Your great-grandmother's story is of legend. When you're ready, we have much to discuss.
Friend of foe, yo, state your biz.
The clandestines are not like the jinn you've heard about in stories or in religious texts. I mean, if Thor landed in the Himalayan mountains, he too would have been called a jinn.
So, what are they? And what am I?
I'll show you.
Okay. Whoa.
This map shows
Didn't
you how our
expect
two
that.
worlds coexist.
Oh, they got all kind of cool little tricks and toys in the hideout. And some dope technology to go with it.
The clandestines. Even your powers are made of it.
If the clandestines use the bangle to tear down the veil, they'll unleash their world onto ours.
Okay. So a flood of foreign world.
An important message?
I don't know. But it must have been important to someone.
All right, so DODC Supermax Prison. And we know our bad guys are going to be breaking out of this relatively soon. Hey.
Bastard!
No! Come on!
Hey, that man is durable. I'll give him that. Yo, you could have done that the whole time?
Hi, Nani.
All of the kites.
People are claiming their identity based on an idea some old Englishmen had when they were fleeing the country. How is one to deal with that?
At least they're addressing it.
You know, you liked them as a child. So I just kept them around just in case you came back. I may have eaten most of them along the way. Let me help you.
बैठिए मम्मी
क्यों?
बैठिए अरे जरा बैठिए ना
ये क्या हो गया?
Oh, I like that. I guess
Give me
it's like
your
a
leg.
day bed that's
give
suspended. Shoot, I bet you could take some crazy naps on that bad boy.
Shade the Noor here. Your humanity links you to the matter of this world. It makes your abilities unique.
All right, we better start superheroing it up again.
Am I a red dagger now?
It suits you.
Dang, now that's an interest for you. This face, okay, damn. Huh. All right, let's go. I'm glad we're getting into some superhero and stuff, though.
Get on to the back of the bike, and whatever you do, don't let go. Don't go.
Whoa. That's a cool stunt. Oh. Oh, shoot. Damn, they dropped him off like he was old luggage. Dang. Uh-oh. Whoa, where did you go on the train track? All right, so this must have been during the partition, during the Exodus. I wonder if she's like really there, or is this just like a vision flashback thingy? There's one thing to be told about the experience. It's quite another to actually see it and experience it. Wow, look at that. Now that's a way to end the show. All right, so that was episode 3 and 4. Pretty good. It's definitely picking up the pace a little bit more. I know I've been waiting to see, get a more backstory as to what her powers are about and exactly what it is that she can do, and also get a really good idea of who our villains were going to be. Because we were kind of like left with everybody kind of being on the helping end, and then maybe the organization that does like the crime busting of superheroes. We thought that they were going to be like the main villain, but so glad that we went through the full on, like a good cultural dive. I know it's not a deep dive. You can only do so much on a Disney show, especially when it's dealing with superheroes. But we got a chance to see like some really good deep parts of the culture especially like we're dealing with the wedding. Weddings are such a pivotal and an important part of the culture in pretty much every culture. So getting a chance to look into it and see the history behind what makes Kamala was a ton of fun. I also like more so in the 4th episode that we got a chance to get fully involved into what's going on in Pakistan. I know Kamala's friend is pivotal, Bruno, but he does feel a little tokenish. He's like the only white dude in the whole show. It does feel a little forced, but he's no longer a part of this part of the storytelling, at least as far as episode 4 is concerned. And we got a chance to really get in touch with her roots. And I did like seeing the red daggers and her having an opportunity to literally ingest the culture through the food. Through hanging out with other people, that's a part of a deeper understanding of who she is, and then also some good old school fights. That's what we want to see. It is a superhero movie, don't get me wrong. I enjoy the culture, I like the exposure and all of that, but it is still a superhero movie, and we do need to see some superhero stuff. The basis of some of the things that she can do with her constructability and be able to bend the light and stuff, I really want them to really emphasize a little bit more of the possibilities. We've seen her do the reach and the slides and the steps and stuff like that. And so I'm still waiting to see maybe just a little bit more, because they did take some liberties with the character this go around. So if you're going to take some liberties and not make her stretchy and have her build her constructs, then let's do some really cool, unique ways of going about it. The fight scenes were still of tons of fun. Car chase scene is still better than the car chase scene. And what we saw in Boba Fett. One of the worst car chase scenes ever. But anyways, that doesn't matter. What matters is the look and feel of authenticity. I have never been to Pakistan, so I couldn't tell you how authentic it was. But whoever it is that is doing like the set design is definitely should get an applause. You should absolutely, a hat tip, because this stuff looks really cool, looks really vivid and fun and full. Some of the stuff that was on Moon Knight, as much as I enjoyed Moon Knight, it was tons of fun, but not everything looked to be necessarily like 100% authentic, or maybe as robust in the authenticness. I think that's what I'm looking for more so, because there's so much stuff on the screen that you can look at, everything from books to some of the wallpaper to some of the curtains and everything. Like it's like everything is like a hodgepodge of just cool things. The costuming appears to be on point. Please let me know in the comments if it's not, and this is coming from an outsider standpoint looking in, but I just do like the look and feel of this superhero project that's being done in the authenticity of the space that it lives in. Don't get me wrong, I love Gotham, I love New York, all the places where our traditional superhero stories are being shot, Metropolis and Smallville. But for me, I've seen that stuff before, so it's good to see like the environment switch up and change a little bit. The things they're doing with the relationships is fun too, because we have the relationship between Kamala and her mother, and then of course her mother and her mother. We've got 2 different generations, 3 different ways of looking at where they stand and who they are to themselves and to their family. It's an interesting way of it being reached out. There was kind of something interesting regarding how she left, because when she left New Jersey, her friends were kind of like discombobulated and didn't even get the full story, but she had to leave and go out to Pakistan to get like a deeper understanding as to the why behind all of this. Now, we are dealing a little bit more so with like interdimensional kind of stuff that's going on, and the worlds that lay on top of other worlds, and that map that they showed was pretty fire. I thought that was pretty dope. Same with the high hideouts with the red daggers. And the fact that if we pull the veil back behind the separation of the 2 dimensions, then this world will be completely wiped out. That definitely sounds like an Avengers level event. It doesn't seem like something that could be solved by 2 guys in red masks that are known as the Red Daggers. I'm sure there's more of them, but it seems like it's a pretty big deal. I am curious to see what that all unfolds, and if, obviously she's going to probably save the day, but how, because she's still learning her superhero swag. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. There are moments where the actress just doesn't look athletic at all, but then there's other times, like especially in this episode, where when she's doing some pretty cool stuff and doing some WWE kind of moves and stuff like that, where it's starting to pay off more. I think that's a good thing, because it starts off with her being completely unathletic, and hopefully by the time we get to the end of the series, she's able to do some stuff that when she's selling the fact that she's a superhero, it'll make it easier to buy. Excuse me. And a bit of hiccups there. Let me see what else is there. Oh, and then the big coup de grace. I know this series and this story is steeped into a lot of history, and there's a lot of things that's involved with partition and the relationship of Pakistan and India. And sometimes storytellers are scared to tell the story in a certain way for fear of maybe not telling it right, for fear of making other people feel uncomfortable regarding telling it, for fear of it, changing the story in a way that they had initially intended. Well, these writers aren't falling into any of that. They're like, we're going to talk about, the mass exodus during partition, and we're going to show you like the scale and scope of it. Because it's one thing to be told about some of these events that happen in history, and it's another thing to actually be a part of it. And then there's also rules of Hollywood and rules of cinema as well. It's one thing to be told about certain things that have happened, but it's another thing when we as the viewer get to experience it, and we get a chance to experience that in the end of episode 4, when we see everybody trying to hop on the train to get out. Yeah, well done. We're still a superhero story at its heart. It's still filled with relationships with family and dealing with moms and dads and destiny, and it's also steeped in a really good, solid bit of history. Whatever it is that people are saying regarding them not enjoying the series, I'm only on episode 4. I don't see a reason to dislike it. It's really fun. It's really interesting. I like all of the characters, and it has a lot to give. So I'm very much so looking forward to checking out episodes 5 and 6. And you should be too, because if you've been enjoying the journey, please make sure you hit that subscription button. And of course, give me a thumbs up, because 5 and 6 is going to be right around the corner. So with that being said, hey, Syntell with the Intel, and I will catch you on the next one.